All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another day with Deep Pockets on YouTube Live. We just did a Spaces on Twitter, but we're moving over to YouTube to break down some of our favorite games for today. Didn't realize one of them already started, but hey, guess what? You'll probably be able to get plus money with them if you like them because I got them at minus 135, and they're probably plus money now because they're already losing. But we'll get to that game in just a second. Kenny, NYCKB, thank you for joining us today. Give us a little bit of some thoughts from yesterday. Give us a takeaway or two. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Yeah, yesterday was a good day. We got our money line underdog picks of the day right, but our favorite parlay that I chose, didn't hit it, of course. I only did $50 on that one, and I only did $20 on the money line parlay. So, yeah, keep a tight bankroll in these early days. That's kind of my thoughts right now until you kind of figure out and plug and play matchups that are more favorable or matchups that are bound to happen, like the Phillies last night. We love that matchup right there. They haven't won a game all year yet, and they're in a good spot facing Domingo Germán, and they got the win. So, other fun fact, we did have more rats on view last night, 4.2K versus the Oakland Athletics home attendance. Oakland Athletics had 3,800 people at their game. That's a Major League Baseball team. I had 4.2K watching Rat Talk. So if you don't follow Rat Talk, NYC_KB right there below on the name. Let's get into the show.
Wow, what an accomplishment. You surpassed the Oakland Athletics in attendance because you had more viewers on your TikTok. That's pretty cool. Hammer the over on those if you ever have a wager, if your book offers it. All right, let's move to the games for today. Yesterday, we had a good day. I recapped it. It's on my Twitter page. You can go back and look to it if you'd like. Nice little day, 4-2. Hit most of our games and finished in the green with profit. But we're going to move on to today, April 5th, slate of games. I thought this game started an hour later, but unfortunately it didn't. But hey, I'm going to give you a little breakdown why I took the Cardinals. I have them at minus 130. They're already losing 2-0. So if you like them enough, still, you can get them at plus money. If not, then just avoid betting on this game. But I took the Cardinals today because they are avoiding the sweep at home. I like Michaelis. I thought he would have came out today much better than last Thursday when he pitched the home opener to the Blue Jays. Andy pitches a lot better during day games at Busch Stadium. So that was a big reason why I backed the Cardinals. I also think their offense should show up today after being very quiet the first two games of the series. That's a big reason why I hopped on the Cardinals. I still feel confident. It's only the first inning. They can come back and win. But you get them at plus money right now. So if you feel strong enough that they'll come back, they're facing a pitcher who doesn't have much Major League Baseball success, Elder. I know yesterday the Braves threw another rookie, but this guy has already pitched in the majors. He was a fifth-round pick from in Atlanta. Young pitcher, but I'm not very, very strong on him. He doesn't strike out a lot of batters. He's more of a pitch-to-contact pitcher. And so I'm going to play the Cardinals today, even though they're losing. I got them at minus 130. That is on my card for one of the early games today. Kenny, I wanted to ask you any thoughts on this game. I know we're in progress already, but any thoughts on this Cardinals-Braves game today? Any action that you would throw into for today?
The only thing I don't like about the Cardinals and their matchup today is the catcher. So always looking at the matchups, I always like to look at who's catching. And with Kisner catching, I like to stay away from that. But right now, it's the first inning. They haven't batted yet. They got plus 2.5 live. So if you want plus 2.5 live, it's minus 135. You can hop on that. I'm looking at it right now. It's fluctuating between minus 135 and minus 140 with the run line. So you can be safe with the run line, take the plus 2.5. You're winning. You're winning right now if the final stays 2-0. So why not? Especially if you think they're going to win. I'll hop on that right now, and I'll take it with you.
Yeah, totally up to you. It doesn't look like Michaelis has started the game well, but it's only the first inning. So
Yeah,
I do expect
they haven't batted yet.
Yeah, it hasn't even started in terms of Cardinals batting. So there's plenty of time to make a comeback. And if you're going to get 2.5, why not? Why not take a shot? They were favored at the beginning, so the books like them enough to put them at minus 130. So we'll see. I think that's a good play, though. If you want to jump in live plus 2.5, go for it. I mean, you don't even need them to win the game anymore. You just need them to cover the 2.5.
Do you have it on right now? Is there people on base and everything?
Yeah, right now my live update shows first and third with one out.
So it's minus 115 right now. It keeps going down. So something must have happened.
Yeah, one out, second and third. Michael Harris just stole second base. So
one out still.
One out, second and third, 2-2 count.
So that's the dangerous thing. They can score 4 right here, and you get on that 2.5 run line.
You know what? Did you bet them yet?
No.
I would say wait till the inning's over because you're not going to get the worst you're going to get is 2.5 because if they get out of the inning with 4 runs, then you get a better number. But if they get out of the
Something
inning
has
with
happened.
2,
They suspended it. We'll see.
so we'll see what happens here. But yeah, definitely look into that. I wouldn't play it yet until the inning's over because, like I said, you're going to get plus money. You're going to get plus 2.5 no matter what. So I'd hold off until you see what happens after this inning.
3 already. My gosh.
Yeah, not a good start. In play runs is what I'm
Yep.
seeing here. So. Yeah, 3-0 already. Atlanta, not a good start for the Cards. Unfortunately, Michaelis not looking too hot on the first day or the first homestand of the season. All right, let's move to the second game then. Let's move to the next game. Hopefully this is better than the first game we just talked about. Mets and Brewers, another game I'm looking to fade a team looking to sweep. That's the Brewers. They've looked really good in this series. They've scored lots of runs. They rocked Max Scherzer last night. But man, if you remember last season, the Brewers could not hit lefties to save their life. And they're going up against a lefty today in Drew Peterson. Peterson is a very underrated left-handed pitcher from the Mets. He's stepping in to fill the shoes of Justin Verlander, who's injured, and Jose Quintana. So lots of underrated performances expected from Peterson here. And I like him today against the Brewers, especially to avoid a sweep. And here's the other thing. You're getting them at plus money, and the Mets haven't scored a run this series. So I'm taking a shot with the Mets here. I think they come out today, and they're facing Corbin Burns. Yes, Corbin Burns is one of the best pitchers in baseball, but Corbin Burns, this is the kind of game that a Mets team I feel like would come out and do well in, a game that you don't expect them to do it against a really good pitcher. And so I expect the Mets to come out today, firing. Hopefully they'll score some runs. I think the lefty here with the Mets is why I'm liking them the most, but you're also getting plus money with them to avoid a sweep. So I will be rolling with the Mets in this game. I got them at plus 113. And so give me the Mets plus 113. I like them to avoid the sweep with Peterson on the mound against the Brewers. Any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I like the Mets in the spot. Peterson's 0-1, so he's looking for his first win. He's got a great ERA, 1.80. Like you said, 5 strikeouts on the year. Corbin Burns hasn't started off great, and the Mets are looking to get out of Milwaukee as quick as possible to go back to New York and get some New York-style pizza. So I think the Mets will be out there trying to get the W and get on that plane and get quick out of New York. I'm not sure where they're going next, but I think it's back to New York for their homestand.
Yes, they will. They are going back home. They play their first time at home this season coming up this weekend. It looks like it's April 6th against Miami. So they play Miami again 2 weeks in a row. I don't know why they're playing them already this early. Stupid scheduling, but that's who they play opening day against the Miami Marlins on April 6th, which is tomorrow. So back home in New York.
I think I looked at it's Miami right away again. Then they play San Diego on the weekday. I hate weekday games for out of National League games or out of division games because you're playing a team. You don't get to travel as a fan. We love to travel and go see the teams on the weekend. No one can take off during the week and go see a game unless you're unemployed or something. But I mean, we love being able to go see games on the weekends and see your division, out of division, interleague games, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, good point. You know that's a big thing. Like these weekday games should be saved for the division games. Like I know you want to see weekend games. You know, it doesn't really matter sometimes, but especially when you're playing, you know, teams that you don't play often, play them on the weekends. Like let these fans travel. I know fans will travel no matter what, but make it easier for the fans. Let them travel on the weekend to a city they want to go to and see a team they want to see. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Mets Brewers. I got the Mets plus money here on the money line today to avoid the sweep, and hopefully they'll score a run for the first time in this series today. All right, let's move to the third game on the card, Giants and White Sox. This is another game to me. I'm playing a dog. Giants on the money line, Logan Webb against Dylan Cease. Logan Webb, very underrated pitcher. He's one of the most underrated pitchers in all of baseball, in my opinion. He played the Yankees in his first start of the season on opening day. He gave up a couple shots, but those were just bad mistakes. He struck out 12 batters in that game. He was really rolling. The home run to Judge and then a home run to Gleyber Torres was really all that killed them in that game. So I like Logan Webb to bounce back here. And when I look at these two teams, I think they're very even and very similar. I am not high on this White Sox team. They're already losing Eloy Jimenez, a guy who can't stay healthy to save his life. It hasn't even been a full week in the season, and he's already out. He's on the IL with a hamstring issue. So I'm rolling with the with the Giants here at plus money. like I said, these teams are very even to me, so it's hard for me to go with the White Sox. I know Dylan Cease is on the mound. He's a really good pitcher as well. But I think the White Sox are a team who will strike out a lot, and the San Francisco Giants, yeah, they might strike out a lot as well because they're facing a strikeout pitcher. But I think they're more disciplined at the plate. I think they're going to be smarter, take smarter at bats, and if we can get into the White Sox bullpen, I like our chances with the Giants. So give me the Giants at plus money here today in the second game of the series between the two, and actually a really good day for weather in Chicago. Usually, you don't see that this early in the season with weather in Chicago. We are getting high 60s, 69 degrees, almost 70 in Chicago today. I will take that all day. Give me the Giants plus money for my third favorite bet of the day. Any thoughts on this one, Kenny?
Yeah, I like the spot for the Giants as well. Day game. I know they're probably jet lagged being from the West Coast, but I like the spot here for the Giants. Like you said, Webb's been outstanding to start the year despite his, fluctuated ERAs at 6. Don't let the numbers lie to you on that one. He's a great pitcher still. Dylan Cease came out and pitched really well too, his first outing. So it's going to be an interesting matchup here. We'll see what that total looks like as well. But I really like the Giants in the spot on the road as well. With Logan Webb, you got an ace on the mound and being able to keep you in the game at all times. And that's that you're going to have a chance no matter what. But their lineup is a little sketchy. I was praying for runs last time they played the Yankees, but they got it done for me. But let's see how they do.
Yeah, I think this is like I said, very even teams. I don't think the Giants, I don't even think the White Sox have a great lineup, and they're missing Eloy Jimenez, as I've said. That's a big piece in their lineup that they're missing. But the Giants actually won't be jet lagged. They played their first series in New York, and they may come and travel to Chicago. So, and yesterday they had a day off. Yesterday they played on Monday, and then they had a day off yesterday and played today. So I don't think there's any concerns there. Hopefully they'll pull out their W before they go back to their home for their opener. I don't know if it's tomorrow or Friday, but they play their home opener next after the series. So Giants on the money line, plus money is what I'm liking in this game. All right, and then the last game that I like today, I'm keeping it to like 4 picks. I don't like a ton of these games, a lot of day games today, so different angles I'm looking at. But this one here, Blue Jays and Royals, I like the Blue Jays here on first 5 -0.5. The Blue Jays are a team who I feel really strong about offensively. They're very good offense top to bottom. They're one of my favorite offenses in baseball this season. They're going against Zach Greinke, who is a pitcher. He doesn't strike out many anymore. He had 4 strikeouts in his first game, but I think this is a tough matchup for him. And the Blue Jays have some players in the lineup who've seen him well. So I like the Blue Jays in the first 5. And another reason is because of the pitching matchup. I think Alek Manoah is a very, very good pitcher. He had a rough start in his opening day game against St. Louis. Much better lineup than what the Royals will be throwing out there today. So I like Alek Manoah in a bounce back spot here to do well. And I think the Blue Jays can do just enough to lead in this game after 5 innings. So give me the Blue Jays on the first 5, -0.5, priced at -130. That's what I'll be rolling with in my 4th game of the day today. Thoughts on that one?
No, that was a game I was looking at as well as circled with Alex Manoah back on the mound again. He didn't look too good. He looked a little rusty in his first start of the year, but the Royals have looked rusty in the past. Seen him play. So you got to back the Blue Jays in the spot right here today. Their offense is way more prolific than the Royals. So looking for the Blue Jays to get that W and Alex Manoah's first win of the year.
Yeah, I think this is a good spot for them. This is to win this. Actually, they play tomorrow too. So this is the 3rd game of the series. They will play tomorrow against the Royals in a day game. So I like them to bounce back here after winning yesterday, and then they will go to LA. So that'll be a really interesting one on Friday. They play Friday, so they'll travel after tomorrow's game. They'll go to LA for LA's home opener for the Angels. Definitely will be interesting to see how that affects them going from the Midwest to the West Coast on Friday. All right, good stuff on that one. Let's move to our last part of the show, our favorite money line underdog pick. I know we did this yesterday. Kenny had the Phillies. Great call there. They won their first game of the season against the Yankees. Phillies on the money line won the game. And then I had Baltimore on the money line. They ended up winning as well with a nice little easy win against Texas Rangers in game 2 of the series. So we both went perfect on the underdog pick. So let's go to today. Kenny, what is your favorite money line underdog pick on this Wednesday slate?
It's not a huge underdog because they're playing the Cubs, but it's the Cincinnati Reds with Hunter Green on the mound in Cincinnati. It's this plus 100. Cubs are minus 120, so it's not like a huge juicer right there. But I really like the spot for the Reds at home today. If they even play the game, it's supposed to get rain over there. I know it's in delay right now. That's the one I'm looking at right now. If it doesn't play, I'm looking at either another one tonight, Seattle again against Otani. So Seattle at home against Shohei Otani. Chris Flexen on the mound for the Mariners. That's plus 140. And the Angels are minus 165. So those are the two I'm looking at. We were successful yesterday, so hopefully to run it back again today and make some more deep pockets. But what do you think today? What's your underdog pick?
Yeah, with everything that I talked about already, I think I got to go with one of the underdogs that I've already picked out today. So it's between the Giants and the Mets. So I have both of them picked out for today already. So I'm going to probably roll with one of them. Honestly, if I had to go with it, I'm going to go with the Mets. I just think they avoid the sweep today. I like the fact that the Mets are throwing a lefty against the Brewers. It was very, very evident that the Brewers couldn't hit lefties last year. So I want to see if they can do it this year. They already struggled against Justin Steele, a lefty from the Cubs, in their first start against a left-handed pitcher this season. So that's my underdog pick for today is the Mets, currently priced at plus 120 on DraftKings. So you're getting a nice little underdog play with the Mets in the third game of the series there in Milwaukee. So awesome. All right. Well, I think we covered everything that we needed to, kept it short and sweet. We're not going to go crazy into all these games. We're going to just tell you our favorites of the day. Don't need to go into it even deeper than needed. So that's all we've got for today. Thank you to everybody who joined us. Kenny, thank you for jumping on and sharing some of your thoughts on these games. Any closing thoughts before we jump off today?
Yeah, closing thoughts are we didn't have anybody in the comments today. So if you have a pick that you really like, make sure you roll out a bet out there in the West Coast. And we got a lot of West Coast fans out there. Make sure you let us know what pick that you really enjoy so we can do some more research on it. And always stay up to date with us by messaging us if you have any questions or picks or some different things like the Blue Jays. I'm going to be tracking the Blue Jays on Flight Tracker going back to the East Coast, go to the West Coast, because I know how hard that is going from the West Coast to the East Coast. So when the Blue Jays go home, have their home opener who they play, because I'll be feasting all over that opposing team. So, but yeah, thanks everyone that watches this, and hopefully you make some money off that. And if you don't, and you tail us, or if you take the opposite, then good luck either way, because we're all here to support each other.
Yep, absolutely. And great point about the Blue Jays. Definitely going to be keeping my eye on them. Just to give you a heads up really quick, they go to the Angels, so very long road stand here. It might be a tough series in LA for them after traveling all year long so far. And then they go home. They get an off day on that Monday, and then they play the Tigers for their first game on Tuesday for their home opener. So definitely something,
Tigers.
Definitely something to consider in that game. And I imagine it'll be one of their worst starters, maybe Manoah. I don't know. We'll have to see who it is, but definitely something to look into when a team comes back from the West Coast all the way back to Toronto. That's a tough travel. I know you've done it multiple times going from LA to Las Vegas to New York. That's tough on you, I know.
Yeah, you're just in a lag that whole week after you're back. So your body rhythms, circadian rhythms off for a few days. So I was taking midday naps for like 3 hours until I got back and got.
Yeah, very tough travel spot for them to start the year. I didn't realize how tough it was, but yeah, that's what it'll be for Toronto. And my closing thoughts are just keep it going, keep grinding. Know that not every day you're going to be on a positive day. You got to have some down days in MLB. It's going to be a long season, so expect those days, but enjoy the good ones when you can, because it's a lot of games to go off of. We're just into April 5th right now. We still got a whole month of April, and then 5 more months after that of the regular season. So stay positive. It's a long season. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep winning games, and let's keep getting some deep pockets. That's the goal here, is to get deep pockets and crush the MLB season. So thanks to everybody who listened in to us. Good luck with your plays, and we'll be back here soon to break down the next set of plays on the 6th or just another day in April. So good luck, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. We will see you soon. Later.